Do you fear the dark or the monster under the bed? For some of us, these are nothing in comparison to our demon money fears. And in this video, I'm going to tackle the 5 most common money fears and how to overcome them. Hi there. Our financial fears can be a huge contributor to our stress levels and can ultimately impact our mental and physical health. So it is hugely important that we do not play ostrich and hide our heads in the sand when it comes to our money fears. We are going to take a look at the 5 most common fears and how to create some positive financial habits to mitigate them. Now, you may recognize some of these fears, or you may have your own brand of money fear, but the key theme throughout all of them is to take action before they become so overwhelming that they impact your well-being. Fear number 1 is the drowning in debt fear and feeling like you're never going to get free of it. We all have some idea how we want to live our lives, and being slaves to paying our debt and watching our money be swallowed up doing so is unlikely to have been one of them. Debt holds us back from reaching our goals and building a stable financial foundation. And the fear and shame around it can make it so much easier to just simply ignore it. But while it may seem overwhelming, the way forward and out of the debt is to get some clarity around what you have and what you owe. So make a list of all your debts, the amounts you owe, the interest rates on them, and the minimum payment due. Then take a look at the money you have available to pay your debts. If you don't have enough money every month to pay the minimum amount on your debts, it's time to get help. Reach out to a debt charity such as Step Change in the UK to get help making an achievable debt repayment plan in agreement with your lenders. If you do, however, have enough cash to meet the minimum payments, take a look at your other expenses and see where you can cut, reduce, or eliminate those expenses and rather use that cash to pay down your debt. Now, there are 2 proposed ways of paying down debt, and the first one's called the snowball effect, and it was suggested by a very well-known financial talk show host, Dave Ramsey. And basically what he says is that you start by paying your debt with the smallest balance, and you work your way through all the debt from the smallest to the largest. And as you go along, your motivation grows as it's easy to pay off the smallest ones first, and it keeps your motivation going. The second one is to pay off your debt with the highest interest rate, because then you can obviously save the cost of having to pay that interest. But whichever one resonates with you, choose one and start taking action to achieve it. Being debt-free means having the ability to create the financial stability and future that you want. Financial fear number 2 is losing your job. Many of us operate under the extreme fallacy that being employed is the safe option. It isn't. There is a chance every single day that we can lose our jobs. Because of our false sense of security, many of us have not prepared financially for the potential effect of losing a job. Tackle this fear by building an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months cash to cover your necessities. Continue to build on your skill set and never get complacent. You are the best asset you have when it comes to earning your income. Build multiple streams of income so you are never reliant on any one source. You can do this by investing or having some sort of side hustle. Remember, there is no safe option. The safest option is to have choices. Make sure you have many of them. The third financial fear is losing all your money. And this is a common theme, and it's fed from our scarcity mindset. We live in a constant fear that something will happen and all our money and our ability to earn more will be gone. This fear causes us to take suboptimal actions. We fear investing or taking any perceived risk that may impact our ability to earn more, such as applying for a new position. We're too scared that we may lose our old position if our boss finds out. It means we're too scared to speak out when we're treated unfairly because we may lose our job. And it means we don't invest for fear of losing our money. And the irony is that the fear that is holding us back from the actions which can mitigate it. If this is your brand of fear, the first safety cushion you need is the emergency fund. The second is to obtain the necessary insurances, such as income protection, disability or dreaded disease. And thirdly, it is to find an investment process that is consistent or congruent with your risk tolerance. So continuously build on your skills, build your network of contacts, and always give the best value to anyone who uses your services. If you're in a romantic partnership, remember to maintain a separate bank account and have your own money. Ensure you've had that money discussion with your partner, that you both understand your money goals and your money philosophies. And if you can, have contracts in place to govern any kind of assets that you each have and any additional income that you may earn. Although this sounds incredibly unromantic, it is the most romantic thing you can do for each of you because you protect each other's interests. It shows the caring. Money fear number 4 is that you'll never understand money. If you find any aspect of personal finance overwhelming, confusing, and seemingly in a foreign language that you'll never understand, now is the time to take action. Understanding financial concepts can improve your ability to build your wealth. And believe it or not, you don't have to be a numbers person to do money. It's vital you build your financial confidence and your financial literacy around money. And there are plenty of relatable resources. Find one that resonates with you and the way that you learn, and immerse yourself in it, gaining an understanding. This is the ultimate form of self-care, as no one will ever care about your money as much as you do. Money fear number 5 is that something bad will happen to your romantic partner or someone that you care about. It is extremely challenging contemplating something happening to someone you love. But when it comes to money, it is a smart move to plan for the worst case scenario. If you have loved ones depending on you or your partner, you both need to get a separate will. You will be required to appoint an executor in your will and make sure you prepare an emergency file with all your documentation and passwords in there so your executor can act on it when required. If you have elderly parents, you need to get an understanding of their financial situation, potentially where you may be called on to fill any gaps, and you need to make sure that you have a lasting power of attorney in place so that you can be the decision maker when they need you to be. This is all not very fun things, but remember, the smart thing to do when it comes to money is to prepare for the worst. We all have our own particular money anxieties, and the only way to tackle them is to take action steps against that fear coming true. And once you've put your action steps in place, your confidence and your ability to manage your money will grow, and your money fears will become a shell of their former demon selves. Managing your money mindset means being aware of any limiting money beliefs you have. And in the show notes below, I've included a downloadable worksheet which will help you identify any self-sabotaging money beliefs you have. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it. Share it with any other ladies who want to change their money stories. And if you find anything helpful, please let me know in the comments. For financial education and money talk for women, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. I look forward to chatting to you again in the future.